Daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel and follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Miller Entertainment, Facebook group Prince Miller Entertainment TV. We are available also on Sai. Yes, our podcast is Prince Miller Podcast. Just go and look for us on Sai. And welcome to another edition of our daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Today is the 3rd of March 2022. And so guys, I found this article in Herald which is a bit interesting, and so let me read it. And ahead of the now redundant annual renewal of illegal economic sanctions on Zimbabwe by the US this week, some opposition political parties are frenziedly stage managing the violence that was witnessed in KweKwe recently to cast the ruling party in bad light. Zanu spokesperson comrade Mutsvangwa said, as expected, Western embassies, namely the European Union and the US, have become the judges and the jury by apportioning the blame to Zanu PF even as investigations into the matter are still underway. This is against the background that the Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC, led by Mr. Nelson Chamisa, has been inciting its followers to take the law into their hands. In a statement yesterday, Comrade Mutsvangwa equated Mr. Chamisa to Moise Tsombe, who collaborated with imperialists and sold out the late founding leader of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, Patrice Lumumba. The local embassies of the EU and the USA have collusive jumped to issue identical statements that strive to frame ZANU-PF for the heinous violence orchestrated by CCC in KweKwe and actually commanded by Nelson Chamisa. They are severe and mercenary-minded puppet in the mold of Moise Tsombe, said Comrade Mutsvangwa. Since the turn of the millennium, Zimbabwe has been under banful sanctions imposed by the US, the UK and the EU as punishment for the land reform program meant to address historical land inequities. At the instigation of the MDC that has now morphed into CCC, the sanctions have been ritually renewed, especially by the US, while the EU has been steadily relaxing the measures. In the opposition handbook, international events are often presented by stage-managed events that portray Zimbabwe negatively, as was the case in KweKwe at the weekend. No surprise here, as it is the month of February. There is that annual ritual of the renewal of 2 decades of Zidera sanctions. It is evident that the KweKwe incident of violence was a staged, managed false flag operation. The query, as usual, is there much lauded ZANU-PF, the party of the revolution, its original sin being its history of rendering a blood military nose to a white minority Rhodesian outpost of settler rule, colonial rampage, racism and apartheid, said Comrade Mutsvangwa. He added that Western countries with their false sense of superiority have never reconciled themselves to the political military victory ZANU-PF in 1980. As such, the US through its Congress has designated Zimbabwe as a threat to its foreign policy. With the war in Ukraine, it is not as if the Aryan Brotherhood of Europe and North America do not have enough problems on their hands. They are back to their favorite pastime of warfare. For more than 2 decades, a comprised opposition has held sway with the urban voter, riding on the evil sanctions, specifically Zidera, Zimbabwe Democracy and Economic Recovery Act of 2001, and mirror punitive economic measures by the European Union. However, under President Mnangagwa rule, the country has made enormous strides in rebooting relations with formerly hostile nations through its re-engagement and engagement policies. And so, this is what Comrade Mutsvangwa said yesterday regarding the incident which happened in KweKwe. He's saying that it was stage managed by Citizens Coalition for Change, which is led by Mr. Nelson Chamisa. Though stage managed because of Nyama sanctions, as we all know that March sanctions anenge achirenewa zvakare, and kana kuti anobviswa, we really don't know. This week is going to be the week, and saka by Monday next week tinja kuziva kuti sanctions zvakamira sei, vacharenewa here, vachabvisa here, we really don't know. But the KweKwe incident vari kuti zvone aiwa, that was staged, managed by Citizens Coalition for Change yavachamisa, because the man is working with the whites, the man is working with the Americans and the British, so that Zimbabwe irambe iri pa sanctions yayo. Munozona sei? Ngatitore in the comment section. This is a story which was written by Herald, and of what comrade Mutsvangwa said yesterday regarding to that incident which happened in KweKwe. I mean, no money rao, do fungwa zao, imi munozona sei. This is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share, comment and follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Miller Entertainment TV. This is a daily news, breaking news, everyday news. Remember guys to like, share, comment. Bless up.